Never know when when the goddamn stream starts. There we go. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. It's going to be another short one today, I'm afraid, but we will make the most of it. I just didn't want to do a week where I don't stream, because if I stop streaming 1 week, then you know what'll happen. It'll become 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then it'll be months before I'm doing it. So similar format to last week, I guess. Gonna give you a little bit of an update on stuff I was talking about before, i.e. becoming a for real guitar teacher, and then we'll do a couple of Christmas songs in open G. Now, why does this say that my primary stream is bad? I assume that it's running all right, but we will check that. Bear with me 1 sec. Nobody, because nobody's watching. Come on, man. It's bad. I assume that it's running all right. Seems all right to me. But we will check that. Bear with me 1 sec. Nobody, because nobody's watching. YouTube talking about YouTube. You're lying. Alright, so I don't need that. But we will get the guitar tabs up. Alright, so anybody who has been following the channel, paying attention, gives a shit about whatever I'm talking about. So you may remember last week I said that, sorry, just getting the chat, not that anybody ever uses the chat when I stream, but it's good to have it up, just in case they do, and I don't miss anything. So I wouldn't want to miss a thing. So you remember swig of tea and deglitch. Alright. So last week I told you about how I'm gonna try and make it as a guitar tutor, and I was going to give myself a bit of space so that I could do the Catfish Blues videos, which you may have noticed have not surfaced. Since last Thursday I have been just busy as hell, working out what all the different exam boards in the UK, music exam boards and whatnot, what they require of their students, for anyone who wishes to take that route, and you know, trying to align what I want to be teaching, sort of my curriculum, with their syllabus. And it's not difficult, but it's time consuming. So that's literally all I've been doing the last week, is just sinking my head into all of their, I guess, syllabi, and seeing what order I need to start teaching everything in. So I put the word out on Facebook. Any of you who know me personally will have seen that, and I got a pretty good response, to be fair, for the first attempt. So I got a couple of people interested. I think probably of all the people I've spoken to on Facebook and just, you know, outside of Facebook, IRL as they say, I've got 2 or 3 people I think who want to learn guitar, so that's a good start. I might get a couple more people that I know. I don't know. People tend to come through in dribs and drabs and this kind of thing, I suppose. But then after that, it will be for people who are responding to ads or finding the web page, whatever that web page will be. And that'll probably be, I probably won't be doing that till the new year. So the reason for that is, like I was saying, I've just been trying to pull this curriculum together, and I don't want to just teach out of a book and just say, oh, this is what this book says. so I'm going to just read this out to you until you understand it. I'd rather have my own, you know, handouts that I can give to them, put in a folder or whatever, and have it relate to source materials, reference books, whatever, instead of just going straight from them. So that being said, the schedule for the channel is gonna change as a result of that. I'm still gonna try and do my weekly streams. I'm just gonna give up on on doing the short videos for now. To be honest, I've got a whole bunch of those blues songs to do in great detail with history and everything, but at the moment, while I'm trying to get this curriculum together, I don't think I've really got the time to put the amount of effort that they require. I don't want to just sort of chop them down and have these sort of shitty little videos that have got no sort of love in them whatsoever or any quality. So I'm going to save them until the new year when I've got a bit more time to really give them the attention they deserve. Until then though, I'm quite happy doing these sort of short streams, doing meme songs and things like that. And it's the first week of December. We've just put our Christmas decorations up downstairs. In fact, we're halfway through putting our Christmas decorations up. I'm going to finish when I finish this stream. And I thought, well, Christmas songs, of course. Still in open G, obviously. Wouldn't stray too far from the path there. But yeah, I just got a handful of Christmas songs to go through with you. Where to start? So, it's not, like I said, it's not going to be a super long stream tonight. I just wanted to have something up this week instead of just skipping it. So, probably do 3 or 4 songs, and then you can all be on your merry way. So this is a good one. I haven't tuned up. One thing I was going to do is going to trim my goddamn nails. Oh well. That seems in tune to me. So what are we starting? Oh, yeah. Now I don't know which, because I listened to this through and I tried playing these chords. I'll tell you what the song is in a minute, but it didn't seem to me like this is in the right key. As a Christmas song? Yes. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. Yeah, that's not within my range really. We'll try a bit further up. You're a mean Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. No, try it open. Mr. Grinch, you really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. So, I don't know, anybody who doesn't watch The Grinch at Christmas, maybe not the new one, but just some form of The Grinch, or read the story to your kids. What's wrong with you? You've got to read and listen to the story of The Grinch at Christmas. It's the new nativity. Although, I think it's a bit soon for them to remake again, like, what was Jim Carrey's version, 96, something like that. It's only 22 years. I suppose 96 is 30 years after 66, which is when it was first shown. I don't know when he wrote the book though, but I do think it's too close between the new one and Jim Carrey's version. And Jim Carrey, amazing comic actor, like Benedict Cumberbatch, the Grinch, really. I mean, I don't hate Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't really like him that much, but I don't hate him. He's a convincing Sherlock. But we're getting a bit off piste here. So, I didn't actually say what it was, but anybody who's just been listening to me ranting there, you'll probably guess. You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, which I assume the song is in the new film, because if they didn't have the song in the film, that would be such a waste, really. So it's very, very straightforward and simple. So if you've been watching these videos for a while, you will know A minor in open G is exactly the same as your standard tuning A minor, but you don't play the 5th string, and instead of an open 1st string, you play the 2nd fret. So that's 2nd fret of the 1st, 1st fret of the 2nd, 2nd fret of the 3rd and 4th. Don't play the 5th or the 6th. A minor. Then D minor is 2nd fret barred for the top 3 strings, and then put these 2 fingers on the 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd strings, and then play open 4th string. D minor, and then the 3rd chord in this intro section is your E major. So you can either play that with 2nd fret of all the D strings, which is 1st, 4th and 6th, and then index finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd. Don't play the 5th string. Or more easy, just a 4-string chord. So this bit that they've got down as the intro, I mean, I had the sheet music for this when I used to play piano, and it's like a whole bunch of really complicated jazz chords when you're playing it on the piano. There's a lot of very unusual chord formations, or at least as far as, you know, your average song goes. But in here it's just nice straightforward minor, major chords. There's not even any 7ths, so that is very good. So this introduction, it's A minor, D minor, A minor, D minor, A minor, D minor, and then the E. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. So that's a little different. So you've got mean one, A minor, D minor, and then it's that open G. And then A minor, you really, and then D, R. So D is just like that D minor I just said, but you play the 4th fret of the 1st string, so up by 1 on that 1 string. And then the E again. So A minor, D, E, you really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. So that's the A minor, D minor again. Cuddly as a cactus, you're as... And now this bit's different. Charming, you go G. And then the next 2 bars after that is a C. So the C, you can either play 5th fret, 5th to 1st strings, barred. So cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. Or you can play it just like that E, but move from the 1st fret of the 3rd string to the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And anybody who's seen these live streams before, you're gonna know these chords pretty well by now, hopefully, and that is exactly why I always repeat, to get it into your brains so you don't forget. So that's the C right there, and C, E, G, yeah, that's part of the chord, I guess. Yeah, so you can play the 5th string there as well, 5th string open. So A minor, cuddly as a D minor, cactus. Here is charming, G, as an eel, C, Mr, and then it's F. So we take that E from before, shift it up 1 fret, and then change that open 2nd string to 1st fret. Mr. And then to get the E for the end of that, you just move it straight back down that 1 fret. So verse 1, and I'm not going to go through all the verses because they are exactly the same. I'll just get to the end of the verse and the sort of chorusy bit. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. And then it goes on. Wow, I've set the dogs off outside. Guess they... maybe it's the Grinch himself. He's got a dog, right? Yeah, that's the guy who sings that. Can't remember his name right now, but he had a deep as hell voice. There was a story behind it. I can't remember. He was an actor from something else, but I don't know. Maybe next year. So the only other bit that's different there is you've got some of these varieties on the bit where it stops. So the 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk. And that is the same chords as before: D minor, E, and A minor, but in a different order than they were before. And then the very last bit is you go between the A minor and the D minor again. Alright, so that's our first Christmas song. There's another one I was going to do, but it seems really complicated for what it is, and that's Mr. Hanky. It's not an ultimate guitar, which I was surprised about, really, but I got the sheet music for it, and there's a lot of like extended harmonized chords and stuff like that. I'd have thought it would just be sort of straight major, minor, like C, A minor, G, usual stuff. But no, there's a lot of chords that I can't really do easily in Spanish tuning, so I'm not going to bother with that. Again, maybe next year. By next year, we'll have moved on from Spanish tuning, so we'll maybe do it on standard tuning next time around. So what else have we got? Now this one, this was my favourite Christmas song when I was a kid. I don't know why. It's kind of sad, really. Probably just because it's got a sort of rock and roll feel to it. And interestingly enough, a guy I used to work with, he was my manager actually. He plays guitar as well, and his guitar tutor in college, or just his music tutor, I don't know, was actually the bassist for this band. It's Lonely This Christmas by Mud, and I think I need to have capo on the 5th fret here because I've transposed it down. So the original chords are C, A minor, F and G, sort of doo-wop kind of. It really is just like a slow doo-wop song, but I've transposed it down 5 so that I can use the open positions that we're used to in open G. So if you transpose all your chords on the chord sheet down by 5, move your capo up by 5, what you're essentially doing there is making it so you can play that G, C, whatever as it would be there, but up here, and in the right key with the song as it plays, which I won't do because copy strike, but you just have to trust me that these are the right chords. So if you're in standard open tuning, it will be here at the 5th fret, but in fact I'm not even gonna, you know, I will move it. Someone will care, and it'll be a pain in the ass if they're trying to work it out on the wrong fret. So 6th fret it is for me, if I can get all 6, there we go. 6th fret for me, 5th fret if you're just D, G, D, G, B, D. So there is pretty much just 4 chords. So I said it was C, A minor, F, G before. That's the that's what they actually are. But if we're going from this capo position, what you got is your G chord, the 1, then a C chord. This is for the verse, and we talked about the C just then. So 2nd fret, 1st fret, open, 2nd fret. D chord again, we covered that. So open on the 4th string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret. And then later on in the verse you have the E minor, so that's 1st string, 4th string and 6th string, all the D strings on the 2nd fret and the rest open. So that's E minor there. And the other chord, now that's all 4. So it's a nice easy 4 chord song. So you've got those 4 chords, the basic 4 chords that we've been looking at for weeks now. G, C, D, and E minor. And in between some of these chords you have a little bit of a bass run with some passing notes. So we'll start off with the intro. So no, my bad. Look at the right bit, dude. Right. So it's literally, you play your G chord, and then you do, so it's the 4th fret and the 2nd fret, and you could do it on the 4th string, but I'm doing it on the 6th string because bass line, why not? And also that's where the root of your G chord is on the 5th there, so it's better to go down directly instead of, doesn't really flow as well that way. Okay, so it's going down, and then when you get to the D chord at the end, it's straight back up. So open 6th, 2nd fret of the 6th, 4th fret of the 6th, and then the G chord. So G, E minor, C, and D. And believe it or not, that is the whole song. There's a little bit of a, I can't find which bit it is, it's sort of a tiny mini bridge between the chorus and the verse. So you got the G, D, and then G, and then there's another little bass run. So you start on the open 4th string, then you go to the 2nd fret of the 4th string, back to open, 5th fret of the 5th string, 4th fret, 2nd fret, and then you can play your open G chord again. The only bit I'll say that makes this anything more than a little tricky is you start off with the intro where you've got the G, E minor, C and D, but then the first part of each verse doesn't actually go to the E minor. You'd expect it to, but it doesn't. It just stays on the G. So it's 2 bars of G. Trying to imagine a house. And then it changes to the C on house. That's not a home. And then the next line does exactly the same. And then the third line, it's just the same as the intro and the chorus. So G, E minor, C, and D. And you do that twice. So it's twice without the E minor and twice with the E minor, really. That's probably the most simple I can explain it. And then I'm sure the outro, yeah, the outro is a little bit different. So for the very last, it'll be cold, so cold. It'll be cold, so cold. So that's G, E minor, C, without you to hold. D, this Christmas, G, C, C minor, G. So that's C minor, that's the only one I haven't shown you there. I mean, I've shown it before, but not today. So C, 2nd fret, open fret, no it's not, 2nd fret, 1st fret, open fret, 2nd fret. And then to make that the C minor, you want to move the 1st and 4th positions down 1 fret. So keep that one, different finger, but keep that one where it is. So you end up with pretty much a bar at the 1st fret and the bottom 4 strings, but 3rd string is open. So C, C minor, G. I don't think that's right for the ending, but never mind. So that is, that's 2 songs we've done now. This next one's probably my all-time favourite Christmas song. I mean, it's got to be, really. Always love this one. Although I've never, until today, I've never tried it in open G, so it remains to be seen if it'll sound any good. But I'm just sort of playing it by ear, hoping it's going to be okay. So, I mean, I'll just play for it just to see if it's okay. Okay. Alright, so Merry Christmas, everybody. Slade. It's gotta be the best Christmas song, really, hasn't it? I mean, I don't think any of the others are better than that. So the first chord is your open G, and you'll want to do this on the 3rd fret if you're open G. I'm just on the wrong fret. 4th fret for me because I'm in half step Spanish tuning, so I am a semitone lower than what you would be, so I need to go 1 fret up. So it's the open G, which is actually a B flat in reality, but we've got the capo on there. And then it's G / F sharp. So the F sharp is the 4th fret on the 6th and the 4th strings here. So you want to keep your G there, and then F sharp just on these 2. And then E, so another 2 frets down on the 4th and the 6th strings. And then the D. And literally you just play all 6 open strings here, and that is a G / D. So very straightforward intro so far. And then it's B sus4, and If you saw the other videos, you'll know sus4 in the G chord position, you just add an extra semitone onto the second string there. And of course it's not G, it's B, so that's another 4 semitones up, or 4 frets up from the G chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's our intro. You just make it a straight B chord, take that finger off. And then the verse, we need an E chord, we need a C sharp minor, a G sharp minor, a B, and then that B sus4. And there's a really neat little riff here that you can do quite easily in Spanish tuning. So it's you go in between the B suspended fourth, and B fifth, which is just the B and I think F sharp. Yeah, because it's a fifth. So to make that suspended fourth a fifth, you simply on the second string just add those next 2 frets. So 4th fret on all the strings from the 5th to the 1st, and then the 7th fret on the second string. So it's B, B sus4, B, B5. And then the next line is the same, so E, C sharp minor, G sharp minor, B, B sus4, B, B5, and then A, E, F sharp minor, A, B sus4, B. Okay, so I'll show you how to play those chords now. So the E we looked at before, that's 2nd fret of the 1st string, open 2nd string, 1st fret of the 3rd string, 2nd fret of the 4th string. Then C sharp minor is very similar to the C minor we just looked at, but you want to shift it up 1. So now, with this one you can play it as a 3-string chord, so just like the D minor we looked at before, but down 1 semitone. And of course if you're playing it that way, you can't play the 4th string open because it's not part of a C sharp minor chord. However, if you remember from the C minor that we just played earlier in the Mud song, Lonely This Christmas, then you'll notice that the 1st and 4th strings are both on the same fret there. So what we can do is shift all that up by 1 and then cover that what would be open, and that gives us C sharp minor. So you can play it 3-string or 4-string. G sharp minor, it's based off of that E minor chord that we played. So if you imagine that the capo is barring, in fact you don't need to imagine, it is, and then all of the D strings, 1st, 4th and 6th, you're 2 frets up from that bar. So to make it a G sharp minor bar, so we got E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, so it's between these and 2 frets down, so the 4th and 6th frets. Now we're only playing down here really because we can't reach all the way up there and make it sound good. So what you want is the 6th fret of the 1st string, make that bar on the 4th fret, and then on the 4th string you want to basically those 2 D strings on the same fret there, the 6th. So that's G sharp minor. B we just looked at, that's straight 4th fret down from the 5th to the 1st string, and then the sus4 in the 5th chord. And then we go to an A, so that's just like open G, but 2 frets up, so 2 semitones up. And it goes between the A and the E. And the F sharp minor is just like that G sharp minor, so between the 4th and the 6th there. 1st string, 4th string, 2 frets up from the bar, but it's not between the 4th and the 6th, it's between the 2nd and the 4th, because F sharp minor is 2, or a whole tone, 2 frets, 2 semitones below G sharp minor. So F sharp minor, and then A, so you literally just take those other fingers off and keep the bar at the 2nd fret, and then B sus4, and then the chorus is B, which you're already playing, and then E, merry G sharp minor, every G, and then B, E, G sharp minor, G, B. And I'm pretty sure all the rest of the verses and choruses are exactly the same. There is a bridge as well. So bridge has the B minor chord. So if you weren't here earlier, the A minor chord, just like standard tuning, but don't play the 5th or the 6th, well you don't play the 6th string anyway, but play from the 4th string down, that standard A minor shape that you're used to in standard, but take this finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So that's A minor. To make it a B minor, because there's no open strings there, move the whole position up 2 frets. So B minor, and then you go between that and the open G. So what will your daddy open G when he sees your B minor again, kissing open G, and then that last bit's A and B. So 2nd fret bar, 4th fret bar. Then verse 3 in the chorus, same again, and the chorus just repeats for the end. So just because I love this song so much, I won't embarrass myself by trying to sing it, but we'll go through it just so you've got an idea of what it all looks like put together, and I can make the stream a little bit longer. So, starting with the intro. What the hell happened there? You know, I have a real... You'll know that there are certain bits of the fretboard that really fuck with me. 8th fret up from the capo I can never find, except when I don't want to, like then. And the E and the C chord here, these open E and C, are so frickin' similar that I always confuse them. So it's E. See, I don't like that C sharp minor. It doesn't feel like a C sharp minor, but it is, because it's a whole semitone down from the D minor, so it's got to be a C sharp minor. Maybe C sharp minor isn't actually the chord, and this is another instance, which is all too common, of a tab or a piece of sheet music with the wrong chords. So we'll just, can I do a C sharp minor 7 here? Oh, maybe. So if you just take off, so play that E chord on the top 4 strings, 2nd fret open, 1st fret, 2nd fret, but just take off the 4th string. I guess that's sort of a C sharp minor, or a, what's that there? That's D, E, and that's an F. No, that's not in a C sharp minor. Never mind. Alright, I'll just try and play it through best I can. Maybe. So, the G sharp minor here between the 6th and 4th. The C sharp minor is actually on the 6th and the 5th down here. I mean, you could play it on the 6th, on the 4th string as well, but that nice sort of what would be a D7 shape in standard tuning. So E, and then that's nice and close to the G sharp minor then, so 6th, 5th and 6th frets on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd strings, and then 6th and 4th on the 1st, 4th strings. To be honest, I'm not entirely convinced about that G sharp minor. Because that was just E, C sharp minor, and B. And that sounded just as good. Well, the way it says here, and I'm going to assume that it's probably correct, is E, C sharp minor, G sharp minor, but just know that you can pretty much just do 2 bars of E, 2 bars of C sharp minor, and then 2 bars of B, if you struggle to get between the C sharp and the G sharp minor, or you can just do it up there. So that's Merry Christmas, everybody. And I'm going to do one more. I've managed to squeeze 45 minutes out of that already. So I'm going to leave you with another classic Christmas song. Fairy Tale in New York, The Pogues and Kirsty MacColl. Now, have I transposed this? No. So it says capo, 2nd fret to play along with the recording. You'll know I'm a fret up from you guys because I'm flatted by a semitone, so that's 3rd fret for me. And this has 4 chords, C, F, G and A minor. So the A minor I just told you about, that's exactly the same as an A minor in standard, but with the 2nd fret of the 1st string. Don't play 5th or 6th. So that's A minor. G, 5th to 1st string open. The F, we take that E shape from before, so 2nd fret open, 1st fret, 2nd fret. Shift it up 1 and put that what would be open 2nd string, make that a 1st fret. So 3rd fret, 1st fret, 2nd fret and 3rd fret. That's your F. And then the C we were looking at before, so keep your index finger there in fact. So 2nd fret of the 1st string, 1st fret of the 2nd string, open 3rd string, 2nd fret of the 4th string. I'm just going there between 1st and 3rd fret and open on the 2nd string, and open and 2nd on the 3rd string, and then on the 4th string it's, I think, open, 2nd and 3rd fret, and then 5th fret there, which goes with the C. Better if I just play it. So it's C, F, C, so that's the slow part, and that's repeats for the next bit as well. And then you got the bit where Kirsty MacColl comes in, joins him, speeds up. Yeah, they bring in that A minor chord then. So they've got cars big as bars, they've got rivers of gold, but the wind goes right through you, it's no place for the old. So that starts off with a C. And you might want to do a little bit of fast strumming there. So C, G, A minor, F, C, G, C, A minor, C, F, C, G, C. Verse 4, you got C, G, C, F, G, C, C, G, C, F, G, and C. And then you got the hook, and that's awesome little bit. So you start with the F, the boys of the NYPD choir. G was singing C, Galway Bay, A minor, and the C bells were ringing F out for G, Christmas, C, day. So F, G, C, A minor, and the C, F, G, C. Short instrumental where you go C, F, C, G, C, F, C, G, C. So then for the final bit, you go back to that earlier verse of the slower C and F, C, G, and then you end with the hook. Well, you don't end with the hook, you go back to the hook, F, G, C, nice little ditty. So that's all I got for you tonight, guys and girls. Audience of one. Yeah, just wanted to let you know. Still plodding along. Not going to be able to put as much or any effort into videos for the next few weeks because I really need to get this curriculum together so that I can actually make some money. But I will be. I'm not stopping. I will be back once I've done that and got my new business underway. So I'll be back again next Thursday. Probably do more Christmas songs, to be honest. It is the season, I guess. Yeah, thanks for watching. Anybody who was watching, take it easy, have a good week, and I will see you this time next week on the internet. Cheers.